He's Nick, I'm Matt, and we're insufficient.
Hello, Matthew.
Hi, Nick. You know, you're really coming into your John Prine look.
I don't know what that means.
John Prine?
I like it. Yeah.
You got to look up John Prine, and then you look just like him.
Is he a handsome man?
Sure.
Thanks. You're coming into your ham sandwich look. Jesus. Yeah. Nick, I don't want to say you used to look like a sloppy Joe. Now it's ham and cheese.
Now it's a ham and cheese sandwich. It's better than a roast beef.
Ugh.
Jesus.
3, 2, 1.
Listen, nice. No fade, but a nice cutoff. I like the
I let
countdown.
everybody know. Yeah.
Today on Insufficient,
yes,
is Soundcheck.
Hey,
Where
Monday.
Where we recap the week, or not recap, where we
foreshadow
the week and our schedule for the week and what we're going to go over.
Yeah.
Right?
And we add a little flavor to it to make you excited to tune in. Which is not bad. I always like
anytime.
I always like a little bit of grab ass at the start of the week, because it's been a couple of days since you and I have talked about Phish together. That's not true. We
talk about it. Yeah, what are you talking about? We talk about Phish all the time.
Yeah. I got some thoughts.
And also, man.
What do you think I can get for this? No, we also have actual Phish, new Phish. I think Friday.
That's right. Friday. Spring tour.
Super excited. Spring tour. First of all, yeah, okay.
What?
No, I'm excited. I'm
ready.
Excited.
I'm ready for new Phish. Hey, Trey showed up in Puerto Rico the other day for for
Damn
an unannounced show. He showed up in Puerto Rico. Yeah. Yep. Well, how are you just finding this out?
Dude, how am I just finding this out?
Yeah.
Okay, see, he was at the Ritz-Carlton. That makes sense. He did Chalk Dust and Strange Design. Good for you. A private performance for the Divided Sky Foundation.
Oh, nice. I know, man.
Dude, just and him. Fucking Tansky was there?
Pansky was there.
Dude, that's amazing.
I know.
I would have been there.
If you had known. But guess what? Nobody knew.
Let me tell you something. Have you ever stayed at a Ritz-Carlton?
No, because
they're astronomically expensive.
And are they really that good?
Okay, so this is the grab ass I was looking for on a Monday. So I've got some people that I work with in Hungary, Budapest to be exact. The American exchange rate is crazy over there. And so they wanted me to come visit. They're like the nicest people in the world. They gave me a travel budget. And when I was looking at hotels, the Ritz-Carlton was available. And if I contributed like $100 or $200 a night of my own money, well worth the affordability. And since I'm bringing my family, I thought, sure, dude, I don't know if I could stay at another hotel ever again. Because, wow, oh my God, I walked in, everybody was nice. There was like cake in the room with like a personalized note. The people in the lobby got to know my daughter, like to the point where like she was giving them hugs as we were leaving. Everybody was just nice.
But here's the thing. That's the Ritz-Carlton in Hungary. Let's try a Ritz-Carlton in the United States.
True.
You'd walk in, they'd be like,
I can't afford it in the United States. Are you kidding me?
Can't afford it. And the attitude, the attitude would be.
Would you like to buy this car or spend the weekend at a Ritz-Carlton?
I'll buy the car, sir. Thank you very much.
Exactly. Shit.
Yeah. No, I'm all set. And you're not going to get so you're getting a better experience at a Ritz-Carlton than you are at the yacht club at Disney.
Okay, well,
doubt it.
That's not even.
Doubt it.
We're not doing a this or that. The Ritz-Carlton.
The Ritz-Carlton or the yacht club, bro.
Taking the yacht club.
Absolutely.
Because I'm in Disney.
I'm
walking to Epcot.
What do we got tomorrow?
Tomorrow is International Jams. Super excited.
And tune in because our buddy Giabi is going to be on there.
Giabi. Obi-Wan Giabi.
I love
We're going to come to you from 2023 International 2023 show. You're like, Nick,
it's not,
where do they play?
I know. I love it that you keep calling it 2023, but it isn't. It's actually
2022?
No, it's 8/10/2022.
Okay, 8/10/2022.
At the Budweiser stage in Toronto, Ontario, Canada.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
And so, I
never think
Phish,
about Canada.
I never think about it, but Phish has played there a bunch of times, and we're going to talk about one of them. And what I really liked about tomorrow's show is that we've been stuck in the mid to early 90s for like a month now, and the set lists and the songs are all different.
Yep.
A lot of them we haven't talked about in a long time. Super excited, especially since we're going into spring tour. You're definitely going to hear these songs. And I'm excited about that.
And then Wednesday, we have Worldwide Wednesday, brought to you by the Scholastic Book Fair, which, I thank you so much for
and
sending us money.
I would like to know, actually, if you listen to our show, are you more Team Matt, which is Berenstain Bears, or Team Nick, which is Garfield? Which one were you looking forward to?
So that's the thing, is we've already done this question, and I won.
Okay, but did we do the question?
Yeah, we did.
Damn it.
Yeah, months ago. And I won that one.
That makes me
boo-boo.
Dude, that's fine. But it's what I like about International Wednesdays is
it's
that
not an International Wednesday, it's Worldwide Wednesday and International Tuesdays. You are fucking this sound check up. People are going to be like, when do I tune in?
International Wednesday? I need it. Dude, don't call me out and say, I just get excited. I'm so excited.
Don't call me out, please.
Dude, we should just call it Monday Wad Busting. Because I'm so excited. I'm bursting at the seams. I haven't talked about Phish to you lovely people in so long. And am I qualified? Yes. Should I be doing it? Yes.
And here's another thing. We got a new sponsor, which I'm super excited about.
No. That's Friday's show.
I don't even want to talk about the sponsor?
Don't talk about the sponsor until Friday. Till we get to Friday. We still have Thursday.
Okay. And then Thursday is This Day in Phish. Nick, what show are we going to dive into?
Finally, we get to talk about 23. We're going to do 4/17/2023, which is a Phish show that took place in. I opened the wrong page. Sorry.
Jesus.
This is a rough. It's a rough one. It's a Phish show.
4/16.
4/17.
4/17. I was close. I was close.
Yeah,
it was a day
close.
Off. So we were going to do 4/17. William Randolph Hart's Greek Theater. That's a huge name. University of California, Berkeley.
Yes. One, because they're going to be playing California within like a week and a half. And then two, one of the things that I've always said I don't like on this show, and maybe it's true, maybe it's not. We'll find out more on Thursday, is the curtain width. And apparently they've played it twice. So
they played the curtain with
twice.
It's been twice before.
They played the curtain with twice. And that brings me to a great point, which is that is some wacky shit that Phish used to do more regularly. When I was looking at shows to pick for this, I actually saw a couple of shows where they played similar songs and each night in a row. So like they played Split Open and Melt 2 or 3 times in a row. Phish doesn't do that anymore. And so what I would like to see... And
I'm okay with that.
No, I would like to see like what's the Crash Through Shale Splash, what song is it? Oblivion. Okay. I would love it if Phish, they're going to play the Climate Change Arena in Seattle 2 nights in a row. Play Oblivion both nights. Let me hear a version of it one night. Let me hear it again the next night.
I'm cool. We're not 1992. We're not 1992 anymore.
That's kind of what makes it exciting.
No, it isn't. What makes
I want to see the change, and I want to see the change in real time.
Okay, this or that. A bust out or a repeated song?
I would take a repeated song over
I will take a bust out any fucking day.
Dude, what if your bust out is, I don't know, Megillah?
Yes! Are you kidding me?
I know.
Oh,
dude,
okay.
The world...
I won't take a Megillah over fucking a redone Oblivion from the night
I would take 2 Oblivions over Megillah. Okay.
You're reject.
But no, that's not true. I'm fucking a cool guy. You just said I look like...
well, hang on. I'm cool. My daughter says I'm cool.
you complimented my hairstyle when the show started.
It is the better of the haircuts that you've had so far.
Thank you.
All right, so Friday is Grab Ass Friday, Big Money Friday.
Big Money Friday. But did we finish Thursday?
Yeah, we already talked about Thursday. We were gonna do we're doing April 17th, 2023.
Yeah.
And they did you're saying they did the curtain width twice, which they didn't, but that's okay.
Set 1 and set 2.
Yet, nope. But
Are
that's
you
all right.
sure?
I love you, dude, but no, they didn't do that.
I'm not crazy.
You are.
I mean, yes, I am crazy.
The set 2 literally comprises itself of 4 songs, and the curtain width is not one of them.
This is weird.
Well, yeah.
I took a picture on my phone. Keep going.
Nothing. So, anyways, we will be picking a show on Friday from Elisa. So we will give that to you on Friday of what show we've picked, and we'll dive into that one, which we're always excited about.
We're excited about that one.
She picks great shows. Just, man, chef's kiss.
Yes.
But keep going on that whole, 2 curtain widths and 1 fucking show deal.
Dude, I know this is the weirdest thing.
When you said it, I was like, yeah,
I'm not crazy. You're crazy. Somewhere it definitely showed me 2 curtain widths.
This is still okay. I'm still going to take it. It's 2023. I want to take it. I want to hear
we're still going to do. I mean, there's not a lot of 417 shows. But yeah, I'm excited. Rock and roll.
It's such a cool venue. I mean,
oh my God.
However, going to Greece and seeing this Greek theater, there's just no fucking comparison. This is not even close.
By the way, I was toying with
very
the idea
small, though.
of making it to the Hollywood Bowl shows.
Yeah.
That place looks cool.
It's huge. Not only that, but you can sit there and eat.
Yes, that was what I didn't understand. So when I was looking at tickets, you buy tickets to a box and you just get any seat in the box?
I don't know how that works, but I know that there's tables in food service, and you can bring your own food. You can bring your own alcohol, too, which is really cool. I have done that before at a show when I went to go see Susan the Trucks and Tedeschi band up in New Hampshire. I forget what venue it is. Such a cool little venue. Outdoor venue, probably holds about 5,200 people. You've probably been there. But we had a little box where we could sit, eat. They'd serve you food there. However, not the way that I'm used to seeing sort of a jam band show. So it's weird. Like maybe if I went to go see James Taylor, sure, I'll sit and have some wine and cheese and, be that white guy. But
bust out to Tanglewood.
Yeah.
Throw a blanket down.
Shout out to Tanglewood.
Have you seen anything out in Tanglewood?
Never.
It's
Never.
Weird. It's exactly what you're describing right now.
But I've got one down the street from me that just opened up.
Yes, you do.
I have.
How's that going?
Listen, they have shows there. The only thing that I saw that I was like, all right. So they had Snarky Puppy there at one point.
Are you making up band names?
No, they're fucking amazing. They're so good. I
don't know if this is true.
It is. It's 100% true.
Okay.
Look them up after we're done. Snarky Puppy fucking guys are just insanely talented, like new age jazz musicians. But then Bela Fleck was there, but not with the Flecktones, just with Bela, which is fine.
Victor?
Bela Fleck. Nope, no Victor.
Dude, if Victor's not there, I'm not showing up.
No, I'll go to see just Bela Fleck. Are you kidding me?
No. I need Wooten or I ain't going.
Nope. I need Future Man or I'm not fucking going to be there. So,
by the way, I bet you do a great Macho Man Randy Savage impression.
I'm not going to be there, brother. Yeah, like something like that. It's not bad.
It wasn't as good as I had hoped.
Fuck you. There's other people.
There's a commercial out there.
We're going to get inside, brother, and we're going to get it together.
He's been dead for like a decade, which is really sad because he's a great guy. Or at least, I don't know if he was a great guy, but I liked him when I was a kid. But he's in commercials now. And it's like, what are you doing to me?
The Beyond the Ring on A&E or whatever it is, Beyond the Ring, or they have just a great run of documentaries about some of these guys, and it is a phenomenal series. If you haven't seen
talked about that before.
If you are a wrestling fan, watch them. They're stellar.
Well, anyway, I was going to segue on that Macho Man because they must be using AI, right?
Yeah.
To
no,
bring him back.
He's alive.
No. But I mean, we've seen it done with lots of people's voices, and look, I like hearing his voice. this weekend I was driving around and I was listening to a lot of Grateful Dead. And a lot of people think I don't like the Grateful Dead. We get a lot of comments, why does Nick hate on the Dead? I don't hate the Dead. I've got nothing against Jerry Garcia. I listen to a lot of it. One of the things in the past that has really stopped me from enjoying it is the audio quality on like Dick's Picks albums, right? Like you don't hear, it's not crisp, it's not clear, it's not clean. And so as we've entered this new stage of technology, some of the new Grateful Dead releases sound like, even though they're from 68, it sounds really good, right? And so they've taken out a lot of the background noise, a lot of the hiss, a lot of the things, and it's a lot closer to what it actually sounded like in front of the stage.
That's pretty cool.
And so I'm really excited about that.
That's the thing, is I want to hear some older Dead, because what my issue with the Dead is not necessarily the sound quality of the tapes, because Phish has some horrible sound quality stuff, and I'll listen to it, but I don't know. There's something about them not being able to capture sometimes the essence of the song that they had on the album, and it gets lost in their trash falling jams. Because I just feel like when it comes to Kurtzman and I love Bill Kurtzman, but when it comes to Kurtzman and Mickey Hart, their drumming can be very conflicting sometimes.
Very conflicting.
And I just get lost in it.
It's a real subtraction.
Well, so I know someone that just went to the recent Dead show, Out the Sphere. Obviously, they said that the Sphere is cool. No, they not necessarily. They said it was cool. John's obviously good. Bob was a mess. You know, he was like
crying on stage.
No, he just sounds like shit. He's just not good.
Well, he's fucking old as shit.
I know, and I was talking to my wife about this because she does like the Dead. She's like, I just couldn't watch it now, and I think they were talking about how they wanted John Mayer to be the one to continue the Dead to keep going. That's a bad idea. That's a horrible.
But he will.
But why? Just give it to Dark Star. Those guys have been doing it for what, 30 fucking years, and they do a great job. And you know what? After they're all gone, they're all gone. So John Mayer is just as good as a Dark Star trying to put it on, except Dark Star knows how to fucking do it right. And losing Jerry, when you lost Jerry, you're kind of done. You're kind of done.
Kinda.
It's not like, I mean, you could put in Steve Kimmock if you want to, and he can replicate that Jerry sound if you want to, but the timbre of Jerry's voice, I'm sorry, you're just not going to be able to replicate that. It's the same thing if you lost Trey. What are you going to do? No, I don't want to lose Trey. I'm hitting the
jerking off.
No, I'm hitting the wood. What are you fucking?
It looked like you were
whacking it to fucking Trey again, bro.
Matt, this sounds like a hot take to me.
Well, it kind of is a hot take. And so we're going to get into the insufficient hot take of the day. And, if Jerry Garcia was alive today, would he be proud of where the scene ended up or completely horrified? I think, I think it's become kind of a circus.
It's a fucking cliche.
It's an overpriced Instagram circus is what I would say.
That's a great way to put it. It has become that.
And can you please stop pretending that poor hygiene is a personality trait at festivals? Because it fucking isn't.
No. Shower daily. Jesus. And patchouli is not a smell that people really want.
Not only
by
that,
the way.
but would the jam band scene even exist without psychedelics? Or would we realize that the music is mid?
A lot of the music out there is mid, which is another part of the problem.
And are we going to talk about how 90% of the jam bands are just white dudes noodling with no soul? and I would say this specifically about Goose. They are the perfect example of a bunch of fucking lame mid white dudes.
By the way, Goose, incredibly talented musicians.
No,
on a scale of 1 to 10, they're all above 9.
Nope.
The sum is not greater than the whole of the parts, though. And that's the difference. Phish, they're also all above 9. The sum is greater than the whole of the parts. And that's the difference.
This is what the issue is with Goose fans. They think that they're all really good musicians. I'm going to tell you that they're very mid musicians. They are not that.
No, I think they're good.
Why don't you go check out Snarky Puppy and then fucking come back to me and tell me that those guys are good fucking musicians in Goose? You're not going to win that fucking battle.
But I'm not going to tell you they're better.
Right.
I'm going to tell you that Goose is talented. I just don't think their music
not talented.
together.
They're just whatever. They're okay. They know their instrument. They know how to get around it. Their songwriting skills suck, and they're boring. Okay. They're okay musicians.
Are not great. The lyrics are horrible. Their best song is "Rock the Casbah." I don't even know if I'm saying that correctly.
If you're gonna put, which is a cover, if you're gonna put, Wolfpack musicianship against Goose, you're gonna fucking lose it. You're gonna compare Corey Wong to that loser that heads up fucking Goose. Get the fuck out of here.
Okay, but you're talking about dudes that are like 10 plus
that are musicians.
Yeah,
real musicians, not a bunch of fake kids that wanted to be Phish.
What's happening on Friday? Dude, that was a hot take. I loved it. I loved it all. The jam band scene is dead. Phish is the only thing that's really great out there. And it has turned into an Instagrammable moment. I hate when I see people that I went to school with, high school, college, all getting back together, being like, we're going to Phish just to fucking post a picture. Come on.
Exactly.
Big Money Friday.
Big Money
I'm
Friday.
Excited for it. We're going to talk about what our buddy Eliza is doing, which is great. We're also going to talk about the future of our show. And not in terms of like what we're going to do in the future, but like there's a level of gratitude that Matt and I have, and we talk about this offline a lot.
Right.
As we've kind of been a podcast that was not on charts or noticed. And over the past, let's just say month, that kind of rise has been very visual. And I personally, and Matt too, very grateful for all that. And so, Matt and I have kind of talked about what we'd love to see happen. We'll talk about that on Friday. But one of the things that we'd like
I hate to cut it off, but we have to cut it off.
We'd like to do this. We'll talk about it Friday.
We'll talk about it Friday.
We got a sponsor on Friday.
We do. A new sponsor.
He's Matt. I'm Nick. This is Insufficient Soundcheck. Yeah, I know. It's rare that we record two podcasts in the same day, but we got a great one for international jams.
We do.
We brought in our brother from the, what do they call Philadelphia?
It's not
City of Love.
Philly.
City of Brotherly Love.
He's not in Philly.
He's in Philly.
He's in Delaware, bro.
No, I'm pretty sure he's in Philly.
Well, we'll talk to him.
Did I say you're Matt and I'm Nick?
No.
He's Matt, I'm Nick. This was Insufficient.